There you go.
Been asked to give a few or answer a few questions on this trap. One is on how to set this trap. It's very simple, not a lot of strength required in it. All you got to do is do just like this. Insert your finger, turn it over, and it's set. Very simple, very fast. You can't beat it. What else can I say about the way it sets? Now let's get on to another little thing. This trap is set. You can insert your finger. You can push forward just a little bit on it, and it sets it for a hair trigger. Otherwise, you got full pressure. Once you stick your finger in and you set it off, it'll hold you. Once you get to that knuckle, you'll pull out, get to your knuckle. You're not going anywhere. Same with a coon. Same difference. Now, to release yourself from this trap, you can stick a stick in there, and if you're small enough, you can take your finger, stick it in beside it, push down on the door, it'll release you. Or, if you're older like us, you can push down with your finger on the door and slide back at the same time. It'll let you out. No damage, no cuts, no smash, no nothing. It can't hurt you. That's the key feature of this. Great for kids, great for people with arthritis like me. When you got a bad hand, push down, flip, it's there. Throw your bait in it, preset. If you're running a road line, you can go out on the road, along your ditches, along your culverts, bridge abutments. You got that nice spike on the butt end of it, chain attached to it, put your bait in the butt end of it, poker in the ground, it's ready to rock. As far as simplicity goes, it doesn't get any better than this right here. You've got all these other DP traps out on the market today, and none of them can compete with this right here as far as speed of set, safety of setting. As far as humane towards animals, it doesn't get any better than this right now. There's only enough pressure to hold the animal. The animal applies all the pressure that he wants trying to get out, trying to force himself out of the trap, which he can't do. Another feature of this trap that makes it kind of unique is he can go deeper in the trap and he still can't get out. He can pull out, can't get out. Push in, he can go deeper. He can go all the way up to his knuckle and he can't get out. Hardly anything else I've ever seen out there can match that ability right there alone. Another thing about this trap that makes it kind of unique out there is that kids can set this without any trouble. They might have to use 2 fingers to set it, not a problem. Now, here's another little thing about this. You've got these kids out here and we're using 1.5s and things like this, and number 1s and the 1 jumps and things like this for these small coons and these big coons, but all of them have a problem. You catch a bigger coon in it, and a number 1 jump or a number 1 coil, he can pull out of it. He can overpower it. He gets in this trap, he's not going to overpower anything. He's going to be there. It'll catch all types of coons, from 2-pound coon to 40-pound coon. If you got them around there, you can catch them. It's built to hold the biggest coon's paw that I could find at the time of measurements. So, I mean, it will catch and hold whatever kind of coon you want. Bar none, it's good for possums, skunks. It's just an all-around good trap. That's it. We need to touch on another 2 or 3 more points of this trap that need to be talked about. The design of this trap was made so there would be no external working mechanisms that could be froze up, rusted up, from being clogged up with dirt and any other debris that comes in contact when you catch an animal. This trap has no outside working mechanisms. Everything that this trap requires to work is internal, meaning no frozen springs, no frozen door pieces, no hung up material inside to keep the trap from working. Once you set this trap, whether it be in snow, freezing conditions such as freezing rain, ice, all of these things don't affect every trapper in every state, but in Missouri in particular, trust me, this is why this was made this way. Because we run into all kinds of weather conditions in Missouri, and this trap meets and exceeds every kind of condition that we can find in Missouri to use this trap in. Whereas the other DP coon traps, all except for one that I know of, all of them have external working mechanisms, and that's the duffers. And where this difference with the duffer is if you're in a freezing rain condition and you got your trap set up here at an angle like this and water happens to go down inside of it and it's starting to freeze inside, there's no butt plate, meaning the water runs back to the ground and is pushed away or leaches out from underneath the trap. Whereas if you're using the duffers and it's laying right on top of the ground like this one is, and the water gets in it, it's fully enclosed. That duffers, all that mechanisms on the bottom of that duffers will freeze tight. It doesn't work. I've tried just about every dog-proof trap there is on the market. I've used just about every one of them to catch animals. But as far as working in freezing conditions, all of them fail. Every single one failed, except for this one. It has done it all. It's been tested, been tried. I've tried it all kinds of weather. I've got video to back it up, but this thing will work in freezing conditions. So all you road trappers out there, you know what I'm talking about when you're trapping in freezing conditions out there along the road, and the snow and ice and everything else going around, water and everything else, the traps just freeze and don't work. This works. Try it. See it. You like it. Price $13.95. Guys, what can I say? It's one of the cheapest traps out there. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this as far as, you know, the ability to buy a trap for $13.95, go out there and catch you a coon. Even in bad years, a nice sized coon, you can buy a trap for what you make off that coon. Except 2 or 3 years ago, they were selling for 5 or 6. Well, you go catch 2 coons and you can buy one, and you're still money ahead. Once it's paid for, it's paid for. Everything you catch then, it's free gratis. It's on you. The weather factor, the price factor, the simplicity of use and ease of use. I don't know why you'd want any other kind of coon trap out there, but there's a bunch of them out there, and none of them is going to treat your animal as good as this one does. I've got some videos that I'm going to add later on that'll show you that when the animal's caught in this, he's not fighting the trap, he's relaxed. I mean, he'll pull on it, sure, but most of the time they're just sitting there relaxed and waiting on you. It's not like walking up one where he's in a foothold trap or something like that, you know, where they fight the trap. I can't give it enough praise for what it's done on my line, so you give it a try on your line, you see what you think about it. The new trap in motion. Works pretty good.